What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. I don't usually go this young with prospect profiles, but I kind of had to, both as someone who lives in Florida half the year and someone that has an affinity for possible franchise defensemen. Jakob Chychrun of the Toronto Junior Canadiens will be probably the number one pick in the this upcoming OHL entry draft. He won't turn 16 until March 31st. His father, Jeff, played in the NHL, and his uncle actually is Luke Richardson, who I actually saw play for Ottawa a couple times. This kid is playing up there in the Greater Toronto League, which is one of the best midget leagues, if not the best in the world. Good luck finding a better one. And he's got 43 points in 29 games, and he's a 6'2", almost 200-pound defenseman at age 15. I just watched a whole game tape of him on YouTube playing with the Junior Canadiens. He plays the offside as a left defenseman, which I love. Let me just put this basically, people. He plays the game the way I do in NHL 14 when I designed myself as a franchise defenseman, size-wise, the way he shoots the puck, the way he isn't afraid to be creative at the puck and with the puck, and just he's bigger than everyone else out there. The scouts have said he's the best player to play up there since Eric Lindros. Now, mind you, in the Greater Toronto League, Connor McDavid, John Tavares, Steven Stamkos, those names may or may not ring a bell to people, but this kid has it. He wasn't granted exceptional status by the OHL or the USHL this year. I think Youngstown, let me check. Yeah, the Youngstown Phantoms have his USHL rights, and I think the two worst teams in the OHL off the top of my head are Sarnia and Belleville. So it'd be intriguing if he ended up with Sarnia alongside Anthony D'Angelo, at least for next year. And the thing about Florida that I mentioned is he's from Boca Raton. His father played in the NHL. His father actually never played for the Panthers, which is like, I'm not sure if he's with the Panthers organization or not, but I didn't look that deep into it. But he's from Boca, played for the Junior Panthers growing up, and then ended up with Little Caesars. I said to look it up off my cheat sheet. Last 2 years playing in the Bantams and the Midgets, and it's he's playing a different game than everyone else. He's the 2016 draft is a long ways away, but I think he's going to be good luck finding anyone better than him at that age group. I know there's a couple kids out west that are really high end scorers, but this kid he has it, and again. Everything I highly recommend YouTube and his highlights, because everything he does effectively. I was just watching basic game tape, just the little things he does that may not end up in a goal. But I remember one play made in the power play, kept it in, skated, took it down the half wall, and then took a shot. And it was like, wow. Started on the right side, ended up on the left side, and beat the goal with the wrist shot. I was like, damn, son. And again, I think as someone who spends half the year in Florida, to see a kid from the area, with NHL bloodlines, albeit, take that next step and, possibly not only make it to the NHL, make it as a superstar. We're putting a lot of pressure on a kid that's 15, but I have a feeling this kid's going to live up to it and, live up to the hype and be that guy on an NHL blue line in 2.5 years. And I'm excited, and I'll be monitoring his progress very closely, and I'll be keeping you guys up to date, as I'm sure every other hockey media outlet will be as well. Anyway, that's all this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Jakob Chychrun of the Toronto Junior Canadiens. Stay tuned for episodes through the season and beyond. Later, guys.